Hello everyone, my name is Ohad and welcome back to another video. I'm not sure how many of you have been following, but in my Broken Fang video I mentioned something about an Asian gaming platform that to participate you are required to have 2 operation coins. At that time it was just a rumor I heard floating around and I didn't give it a fair shot to figure out what is it all about. But as we are getting to April, this is the last month for the Operation Broken Fang, and we still haven't seen any sale going on. They did release the Broken Fang premiere matchmaking to the public, however that was about it, nothing else changed. So I'm happy to announce that we managed to solve that gaming platform mystery, and today we are going to talk about the operation passes and why there might not even be a sale going on this year. If you're new to this channel, I welcome you to subscribe and leave some feedback in the comment section below. Let's do a quick recap. I originally received a DM over Discord about their passes as a result of some other video I did where I said that someone manipulated the Hydro passes, which I'm still holding by the way, and yeah, I know they exploded again. Fun fact, the Hydro passes were the first video topic I did on this YouTube channel about 1.5 years ago. The audio is complete trash because I used to record using my earphones, which later on broke, but I kept on using them. I've been told to check out that site called E5 Play. At first glance it looked quite promising, the web design was definitely interesting, it seems to be like one of the most popular platforms in the Chinese gaming scene, however I struggled tremendously to figure out what is it all about. Luckily enough, I'm fortunate to have some Asian viewers over here on our YouTube channel, so I had to ask our guy about those rumors. Quick side note, his name is Lee and he's doing some sort of vlogs in China. If someone wants to check him out, you are more than welcome to do so, the link in the description. According to him, it was indeed a well-known gaming platform, but unfortunately there was no reference to the operation coins we were talking about. But just like I said earlier in this video, I was living based on rumors. I never got the time to really look more deeply into it myself. Surprisingly enough, it took about 15 minutes to figure it out by doing some basic searches, which kinda got me wondering if it was so easy to search for it, why is it still remained as a rumor and no one had that conversation going? Maybe people talked about it before, but I just don't know, I rarely watch videos about investing in Csgo, so you guys tell me if you already knew about it before. So instead of E5 Play, the site I was looking for is called B5 Plus. I seriously don't understand how they're choosing their business names, but the name never really was the important part anyway. They surely like to keep it short and simple though. So as you could imagine, another Chinese website that offers its platform's client to play CSGO competitively and to participate in their tournaments. The site itself didn't feature any information related to having operation coins as some sort of a requirement, but it obviously couldn't stop there. It did show a list of banned people, which is important, but we will get to that part later in this video and I will explain why does it matter. Apparently they are using a few social microblogging services to keep their customers updated at all time, like Weibo. If we would scroll to the bottom of this webpage, we will see a link to the Weibo profile. Unfortunately, since I'm not a member, I didn't have access to use the site's browsing features, so my best bet was to translate the entire page and hoping for the best by searching specific keywords, like operation, requirements, tournaments, but I couldn't find anything useful. There was this one post from early 2020 that I found interesting, but we will get back to that later as well. So after doing some Google searches, I came across another microblogging platform that's called... I really have no idea how to pronounce it.
Shao Hey Hey. Shao Hey Hey.
And here it is, the exact post that caused all this mess in the first place. If we will translate that page as well, we can see that it was posted about 10 months ago, which is the exact time everything began to break. And under section number 2, part of the criteria to become a member is to have at least 1 CSGO service medal or 2 CSGO Big Action Challenge coins. I'm assuming that the broken English is because of the translation process, but I'm pretty sure they were talking about the operation coins. I also found a reference to that on some random Chinese blog that talked about the change in the platform and how it affected the operation passes. So now that we figured exactly what happened back then, the question now is what should we expect from the Broken Fang operation pass? And maybe there is a correlation between that site and the fact we haven't seen a sale going on so far. But first, we have to understand how big that platform is. Usually to find some metrics on random site, I tend to use SimilarWeb, which should have pulled out some data about popular regions, amount of monthly traffic and so on, but I couldn't find anything about that site. It usually pulls out its data from the wide variety of Google tools, so that quickly turned out to be a dead end. I also tried to use one of the most popular search engines in China, and that's Baidu. Unfortunately, to access their metrics of traffic, I had to sign up using a phone number, so I gave up on that. If you remember earlier in this video, I told you guys that we will get back to two pieces of information we found along the way. If we will translate that Weibo post from January 2020, they claim that their system crashed from overload, stating that the number of daily participants is more than 100,000 people. This is an insanely large number in my opinion, because this is about 1/10 of the total amount of daily active players in CSGO, and that was more than a year ago. We can definitely tell that the platform is still active thanks to the banning list on their website that keeps on adding up every single day, and of course, using the Steam market data alone, we can't deny the fact that this platform managed to create a shock around. I actually have no idea if that requirement still exists, but my gut feelings say that it is. So let's talk about the Operation Broken Fang. Part of me thinking that we won't see any sale going on because Valve knows about the situation, and I assume they don't want to create a scenario where people buy too many Operation passes just to profit out of it. I know it may sound ridiculous, but a couple of years back there was the talk given by Valve regards to the CSGO market and creating more attractive skins. They claim that they are trying to create a stable economy, and trying to take care of it really carefully. Perhaps this way of thinking is outdated, but no one can deny the fact that the Steam community market is the most insane money-making machine they could dream of, much more than any game that they could possibly sell. With that in mind, this is just my theory right now to justify why there is not going to be a sale. However, that contradicts what I'm about to say next, that I'm still going to wait near close to the end of April, because I simply have nothing to lose by doing that. We all know that the operation ends on April 30, so really, what's the rush? I would definitely consider getting some of those operation passes as an investment, but again, let's wait and see how things will unfold. Before we end this, the guy I was talking about in my last video regards to the stickers versus the cases reached out to me over Steam asking to explain himself better. He's a pretty nice dude. I also checked briefly the comments and I noticed that some people pointed out their own experience that shown the stickers are much more worthy to obtain. Most of them did it on a large scale with nearly 20 plus accounts to each person I talked to, so let's put it out there more clearly. I might have been mistaken and perhaps buying the stickers is the better route to take, although at the core of it the principles remain the same, and it is a matter of luck, but I'm not going to argue with tens of hundreds of accounts that have proven it to be different. So better keep that in mind. Thank you all so much for watching another video. I really hope you learned something new today and I was able to deliver it in a fun, interesting way. Wish you all a wonderful weekend. Talk to you soon.